Let's go Wisconsin volleyball. We support you. Hello, everybody in Facebook land. Hello. We are the Podguyz Podcast. Bringing it to you live, not on Monday today.
No.
You're not on Monday.
Halloween was yesterday, Tony. How'd your Halloween go?
It was pretty all right. Got really sick. I'm high up on pills right now. Yay. My eyes look puffy as shit because I slept for like 10 hours today. Damn. Yeah, it was awesome.
That sounds more like a trick than a treat, honestly.
Yeah, it is what it is. So if I do the very least of the talking, I expect you to pick up my slack, Kevin, of course.
I am always there. You can call me your belt right now. Black picture.
I am Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso, the epicureal delight of your visual antiquities.
Now that's fucked up right there, Tony. You're over there saying, pick up the slack with the talking, and you're throwing down like $30 words. Like, you gotta be fucking with me.
I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
I'm going to die right now, Kevin. Anyways, Shakespeare.
Y'all.
I'm just going to say hi because Tony's not going to be able to introduce me. So, hey.
Tony. Whatever. Go ahead, Kevin. Talk it up.
I'm talking. I'm all right. We got as our guest today. Second time, by the way. This does not happen a lot. I think this has only happened like one other time where we have somebody on twice, but we only have the epic people on twice in a row, right?
All right, in a row.
They tell me.
It's Eyal Filkovsky.
Yeah.
Filkovsky. Yeah. Eyal. Also known as Eyal from the Big Break. Eyal, welcome to the Podguyz Podcast again. How have you been?
I have been excellent, tired, busy, everything. How about yourself?
All of the above.
Yeah, I tried to go live earlier today. I appreciate your help in the background where you're just like, all right, so all that splitter stuff, fuck all that idea. That's a terrible idea. Directly connect stuff up to your crap. Show me your web.
100%.
So the Big Break competition, I think it went off without a hitch. But everybody had a great time, honestly, with all three bands that were decided upon, and it was a team effort between all judges as far as who was going to be first, second, third. By the end of it, we all know that three were only able to move on. Biggest question: did the Podguyz get it right?
Well, it wasn't just the Podguyz, no. Everybody,
all the judges,
right? I think all the bands were really good. To me, I would and actually plan on working with all of these bands anyway. So it's just, I think the Crates are the shit, personally. I think they're freaking amazing. But I also think the Boog is great. I think running in flip-flops, I've already got a project we're kind of starting to work on a little bit. That's all I'm saying about it. So I wish they could all win.
But they are winning in their own way.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just making it to the finals with all that competition is definitely a win. Flops are really cool. You know what gets me about the Crates though? They're so sure of themselves while being so unsure at the same time. Then you get to just watch that kind of
right
together.
Well, they're still learning, and I mean, we're all learning, right, every day. And if you're not, you should be. Get off your ass, try something new. I don't know.
We had them on last week, of course. And
I saw that. Yep.
Believe we also have them set, or actually I should say, running with flip-flops, Gusta Savage and the Boog also coming onto our show in the next couple weeks as well. So
nice. That's awesome. Good. I'm
glad. I'm trying to reach out.
I'm glad they're getting more more traction out,
But
getting
even
out there and
more
talking more.
importantly, I wanted to touch on. I know that Tony wanted to touch on it too. I know he's not feeling quite 100% right now, but your new podcast is the Big Break and Beyond the Break podcast. Is that the name of it, or
It's Beyond the Break podcast?
Beyond the Break podcast. Can you tell everybody out there who's watching just a little bit about it, just a summary point?
Sure. So for starters, it's going to be every Thursday live at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all that. Best way to get to it is to go to our website, thebigbreakcontest.com/podcast. And that'll get you to everywhere. And the basic premise of it is to get to interview with entertainment professionals of all sorts, musicians, venue owners, bar owners, videographers, audio engineers, marketers, everything that has to do with being successful out there, or at least understanding what you might get into, or even realizing that these things exist in the first place, and it's mostly, the podcast is mostly geared for people that are trying, they're independent artists, support independent artists. That's our thing. So it's really for them, the DIY guys, the ones that are just trying to.
Now, would you agree or disagree that people especially in the entertainment industries, I've spoken to a lot of them. I should say, as far as how they ended up there, and I think that's the major question. A lot of them never even intended to be where they're at, but are striving and thriving in those fields as well.
Yeah, I mean, half of it is what and the other half is pure luck. One thing, how life is, right? That's butterfly effect and all that. I don't know.
I'm going to break things up a little bit with a fuck, marry, kill. John Fry, or Rich Howells. Fuck, marry, kill. You got to fuck one, marry one, kill one. Now, this doesn't mean that anybody's gay or anything like that. It's just for fun, everybody. All right. So
and what were my options again? John Fry.
All right. So you got Johnny Ochapinto, John Fry, and then you got Rich Howells.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is
that's a tough one.
This is tough. Yeah. Sparky, why don't we start with you on the fuck, marry, kill? No.
Well, okay. I would say fuck. I don't know, man. Probably the little guy. Probably a little guy.
All right. So
Mr. Fry.
I'll give you my shit real quick since I'll start this off so that way it's less awkward.
This has turned into a really weird topic.
Yeah, right.
It's all right. That's all
John
right.
Fry. John Fry, your mom, baby.
Hypothetical. It's been done a million times over, just out of the group. All right. So you obviously want to fuck Rich, right? Just boom, get that over with. It's a one night stand. You're never gonna see him again, right? Then I would go with Mary. I could totally stand the company of John Fry. Okay, so you marry that one right there. But you kill Johnny because he's got the eyes of a psychopath. All right, he's got the resting Ted Bundy eyes. That's true. Right, you got to kill him before he kills you.
Johnny is a character, man. Johnny is a freaking character.
Yeah, he's down in Florida still, right?
No, he's back now.
Oh, is he back now?
Yeah, and he's actually for Beyond the Break podcast, we're co-hosting it together, and I want to have like a buzzer or something for every time he interrupts or cuts off a guest, and like have like a little counter. Ding.
You should get like one of the clickers for the collars, the shock collars. Be like,
I could never tell if Johnny is having poor reception or if he's like really delayed as a person. Because
Yeah.
then it hits him and then he'll respond to it with just like a one word like, yeah.
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 Elaborate from that. Yeah. Oh, I thought I did. I said, well.
And then he just drops down and does push-ups.
Does he drop down?
He just drops down and does. He's just like, all right. Yeah. Random places. Yeah. He did it at the V spot.
Yeah. He actually told me at the V spot. He's like, hey, I got a bunch of dick jokes on my Google Doc. And I'm like, are they any good? He's like, I don't think so.
No. They're not good at all.
I wrote a joke for him on the spot. I was just like, oh, I just want to hear him say it. And he's just like, he reworded it, and it did not need to be reworded. It was just like, it went a little something like this, like, so I ended up.
Oh, is this the one that he actually totally butchered?
Butchered terribly.
Oh yeah.
It was. So this is what I wanted to hear him say. Hey guys, I guess I'm not allowed on Penn State campus anymore because I keep finding passed out women behind dumpsters, and they think I did it. Oh well. It's something like that. Just to add to the creepiness, and then fucking knock it on that note, and then on to the next joke, because it's a wiltering transitional point, is what I'm saying. Right. And I think that would work. And instead, he tried to make it longer than what it needed to be. The joke wasn't even worked out to begin with. It was just like written. I'm like, He's looking at me. He's like,
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Johnny, love Johnny.
We all love Johnny.
Oh yeah. It's just like if I see on the news that he did a Ted Bundy kind of thing, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. Oh. And what's the weather like tomorrow?
Yeah, I know you got your first guest already in the can, right?
I got my first 10 or 11 guests. Yeah, we're already 11 weeks out as far as booked.
Wow.
Are we somewhere in that 11 weeks?
Somewhere in there.
Yes.
All
you
right.
are. Let me when is that? I think that's in like 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yep. So you'll be on November 17th. No, that's not you. December 8th. There we go. December 8th, hanging out with the Podguyz Podcast. So yeah. Well, that's gonna be fun.
So we got a little while.
Did you do anything fun for the Halloween time or no? Did you you look like you celebrate Halloween or something?
I don't really like to leave the house. So for Halloween, we went to see Old Kentucky Shark on Saturday. So Old Kentucky Shark, they won season 2 of The Big Break, and they were playing a Halloween show in Williamsport, and it's their last show for 2023. I'm sorry, 2022. See, I'm already jumping ahead.
No, that was kind of like hilarious though, where I said, hey, what'd you do for Halloween? You're like, I never leave the house. Anyways, concerts I went to. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, no, I don't. Like, what do you do for Halloween? If it wasn't for Old Kentucky Shark, I would have done nothing for Halloween. That's
if anybody wants to check out Old Kentucky Shark, they are a very, very good band to listen. They're an easy listen to. Band. There are a lot of energy. There are a lot of energy on stage, and no, they were really cool. They were really cool.
Yeah, they're very, very talented, each and every one of them, and they compose really, really good music and present it well. Like everything about it, love it. They came out with a new album recently, and the whole thing, they put in like effects for like transitions and stuff. So like you just got to hear the entire album from beginning to end. It's just one.
Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Nice.
So but yeah, so that's what we did. We went down there. I dressed as a chicken in a chicken suit, and I never put the head on, so I was just
for any particular reason, or
I mean, how can you drink with a chicken head on? I still wore my Docs, so it was just like, me in a chicken suit and boots.
That's fair. Yeah. I know Robin Shonk had commented below, and she said that no, we need them all. There's no fuck marry kill. We need everybody.
That is true.
We need to really discuss what that word hypothetical means. So I'll say it like this then, all right? In a Marvel universe with Doctor Strange somewhere doing some bullshit, something that doesn't matter. Like all of Doctor Strange 2 didn't matter. You never watched that movie, you have an extra hour and a half of your life left, and you don't really have to question anything ever.
Yeah.
That movie was such a piece of shit, man. Cumberbatch shouldn't like himself anymore after basically being Dr. House with the wand.
Maybe.
I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Sparky, do you have the crates cover drawn out or no? Some point in time. Okay. All right. Sometimes you need to encourage him to get his stuff going here.
Yeah, sometimes you need some encouragement to whip out that. Yeah.
The original one.
That the one where they're in the boxes.
Yeah.
I sent that to you, didn't I?
Holy fuck.
Check your phone.
Oh well now.
Yes, I did. I sent it to you in a message.
Oh, Sparky.
Did you erase the message?
How about that? Well, I can't show it up on the screen, can I, Spark?
Yeah, Sparky, that's the point. God damn it. All right, Tony, I got a quick question for you there. Just to like ring this around real quick. Is this true what you posted on the Podguyz podcast earlier today about 4 hours ago? I just learned the origin of pink lemonade, and I need you all to hear this. Is this true at all? So
wait, what?
I did.
So this is like the origin, apparently. This is Tony's origin. I don't know if it's just a meme, but
it's not my origin, first of all. I found it online.
So it's okay. Come on, man. Come on. I just retweeted it. All right, give me a break. Come on now. So this dude selling concessions at a circus back in like 1857 ran out of lemonade and he needed water to make more. But there wasn't a stream of water or a water pump anywhere. But the bareback horse rider had just washed her pink tights in a bucket of water, staining the water pink. So being the enterprising fella he was, dude just threw in the lemons and sugar and told everyone it was special strawberry lemonade. Well, the circus patron saw pink lemonade and thought, that's fucking amazing, and ended up selling twice as much lemonade than usual. To reiterate,
that is entrepreneurship in like the best way.
To reiterate, this dude sold people sweaty horse crotch water, and it was so popular, it became an actual thing. This can't be real.
It's probably real. Man. Have you met humans before? Like, is this your first time?
There are weird, like really, really weird origins for a lot of things.
That can't. No,
they eat fucking fried balls.
Balls of cheese.
Sure.
Yeah. I've seen.
No, fucking balls. Fucking goat balls or fucking
goat balls. All right. Yeah.
I think like, yeah. No. Rocky Mountain fucking oysters? No, thank you, man. Who figured that one out? Who was the first one to be like, oh, those look good. Let me fry them up. Like,
listen, people still put Thai food on a plate like it's something good.
Have you ever had Thai food?
I have had Thai food.
I love Thai. I love Thai.
Now imagine what's on the bottom of the dumpster: a pineapple, a peanut, weird liquid around the area, pieces of pork that you're not sure if it's jerky or pork. That's Thai food. That is all Thai food right there.
There's actually
if I served you your Thai food in a garbage bag, you'd say, how dare you give me this garbage can? What's wrong with you? I'd say, motherfucker, put on a fancy plate. It's Thai food.
Kevin, there's actually 7 unbelievable origin stories of the most mundane household items.
Oh my God.
Which includes Lysol. Lysol was originally sold as a feminine hygiene product.
I've heard that one before. Yeah, where they would just go, I guess, apply it in the area and go, just Lysol around the idea until the flies were
Sure.
gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
The next one is Pepto-Bismol was invented to treat cholera.
Yep. I knew that.
The third one is Kleenex was actually a gas mask filter for soldiers during World War One. Go figure, right? Number 4 is Listerine used to be an antiseptic for STDs and surgeries.
They use Listerine for a lot of stuff, and it's found out best that it works best as a mop cleaner than anything.
That's true. That's true, actually. Yeah.
It's
Kotex pads actually used to be used as a surgical dressing. And number 6 is Vicks Vapor Rub was popularized by the Spanish flu.
Yep.
Learn something new every day.
also known as just the flu for all of our Spanish viewers out there.
That's true.
You know, I don't
And
wanna...
Vaseline is actually the byproduct of oil refining.
Oh, okay.
And they just jarred it up. They were like, oh, we got plenty of this stuff. It's just coming out the top. Oh, all right.
So if you're lubing yourself up, you're kind of for big oil.
Oh, man.
Throwing it out there.
You learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have some new team members to the big break that I want to let you guys know about. You know, a few of them. Well, one of them, at least. Mr. John Fry is now doing marketing and PR for the big break.
Nice.
Robin, that you know, she is the new production manager.
Ooh.
So yeah, she's
production manager do.
Basically my second in command, kind of, of like
getting stuff together and
right lists and making sure I'm on top of my shit and making sure we're not missing anything, and a lot
sometimes
of
you need a synco somebody to sync up with you in order to get you where you need to be.
Right.
Even Dr. Evil had a number 2. Just remember that.
That's true.
Yeah, but he had to clone himself. If we're using Austin Power metaphors, I mean,
that's true.
Looked like a smaller version of yeah.
No. He had an actual number 2, Kevin, before he had Mini Me.
Oh yeah, number 2.
Oh yeah. What's his name? The dude.
Robert Wagner.
Yeah, Robert Wagner. There you go.
I just love that movie for Will Ferrell's elongated death scene. I'm still alive down here. Very hot. I'm in a lot of pain.
Who does number 2 work for? Another member that has joined, his name is Brian, and he is helping with video production, editing, post-production, stuff like that. And then we also added Graydon to the big break as well. He's a very, very good graphic designer, graphic artist. He actually is the lead graphic designer for Merch Booth.
Nice.
Yep. So
by the way, go to merchbooth.com.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Merchbooth.com. Yeah, shirts, hoodies, everything. It's all DTG, direct to garment printing. It's free to sign up. There is a VIP program.
Is it safe to say that if you buy your shirts from merchbooth.com or the Podguyz Podcast or of the Big Break, specifically those 2 stores or any of those stores that you might like, your chances of getting COVID are lower compared to if you didn't buy your shirts from
Probably.
Like that's word on the street.
We're gonna go with the percentage.
Yes.
Listen, that is word on the street, and I have every financial incentive to lie if it is a lie.
I mean, the percentage is probably there from going out in public to go buy a T-shirt somewhere.
There you go. You see, so technically, we're saving lives right now.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
that's right.
And
I think I can deem us heroes right now. I can't knight us because I'm not a queen. We'll have to see if Dawson's around for that idea. He knows a lot about the Queen of England, so
yeah, who cares? Who cares? Fuck, Queen of England. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress.
I'm just babbling nonsense words into a microphone for
Jesus Christ. We also have another new member, Ben Dugas from LB Entertainment. And he's also helping on the marketing side and helping with vendor relations and finding vendors and stuff for events, especially like food vendors, things like that.
Nice.
And then everybody else is still on board. So we have Kyle, who's you met him. He was behind the camera as well. So he's the
Super nice guy, by the way.
Oh yeah. They're all nice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's the lead of the video. Harleen, she's also with us still, and she's actually going to be heading up. You remember Street Teams? You guys know Street Teams? Are you
I've heard of them before. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of them at all. What other street teams?
Okay, so a street team is basically a group of supporters that collectively meet with an agenda to go out and plaster the city or cities with
flyers and tickets.
Or specifically go to a bunch of events and shows wearing merch and being basically like advocates for whatever a lot of
like
bands use them,
like a living commercial then,
right basically. So she's heading that up. So yeah, she's doing all that. I
wanted to actually ask you if
I was gonna say your girl's in there too as well, right?
Sam is in there, yes. So she's finance. She's doing finance stuff, basically keeping the money away from me until we need
as long as possible.
Until we need to hire crew or rent locations, whatever it is for the actual winner's video production. That's where most of the money goes is to that. Some other things would be like the website, right? We got to maintain the website, and there's third-party apps, etc. You know how it goes. So she's there, and then actually Dan Dearborn from Encore is helping us with a lot of the business management side. So
nice.
Overall, it's gonna give me a lot of room to be able to work with the artists on their on their videos, work on the podcast, expanding and fixing and working. And
now, do you personally work with not to say work with everyone on the videos, but do you help them get a certain direction when they make the videos for the big break? Which video specifically? Wait, for round one or the winner's video?
The
last one.
The winner's video?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name's going on this video too. So if the idea sounds stupid or ridiculous, I'm gonna say something and figure something else out. But yeah, no, I definitely help and guide and If they have zero idea at all, I, present them with a bunch of ideas and see what they like. If they already have one, I take it and I figure out how to
well, there's a lot of complacent people too that are just like, oh, I don't have an idea, but do you have an idea? What do you want to do? And then you're like, oh, can we do this, and this? And you're like, oh yeah, whatever.
I always have ideas. That's not a problem. There's no shortage there.
So here's an idea for you. I've got an okay one for the summertime, right? Outdoor big break.
I'd love to do it. I just there's so many variables involved and we work so hard on this. And there's so many other people that are the contestants that are it's not just a show. It's, they've been pushing and working for this, I don't want to jeopardize that for weather.
No, they have amphitheaters and stuff available in the area.
Money. Yeah. No.
I do have some land, but there's no parking. So
that's true.
It would really.
We don't have electric on there yet, but
right, yeah.
You can borrow from the neighbors just as long as you don't know. So I guess you could just steal.
No, there's just so much overhead, that maybe down the road that'll be cool, or I don't know, work with somebody else and make a joint effort of it, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
No, I hear you, man. I wouldn't. I just threw it out there just as a different idea. Whenever doing,
I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. It would be awesome. It's just a risk.
Whenever doing comedy shows outdoors, right? You get one stupid thing, right? And say it's a beautiful day out, right? Everyone's ready, no problem. And then a fucking airplane goes over. Everyone's looking at the airplane.
Right.
It doesn't even. Or
I went to the very first Riot Fest. I don't know if you've heard of Riot Fest. I think they're on year 7 or 8 or something now. So the very first Riot Fest was in Colorado. It was, a few miles out of Denver. And we got the VIP pass. So we were supposed to be closer to the stage, have a better view, all this stuff. And those motherfuckers, man, they put the VIP section on super stage left.
Oh no.
And the sun was coming down right in our eyes. You can't see the stage. It's just it was just ridiculous, which I've heard from people that have gone in the last couple of years that they've gotten better about that kind of stuff. So, and that just proves that it's all a learning process, and, some things might not work and not, make sense in the beginning. And then over time, you learn from your mistakes and you just keep growing. So
now, is there anything that you have learned, and not to say that you have learned, because you said that, it's always a learning process. Is there anything that you've taken from any of the other musical competitions that you've been to, as far as man, that was a great idea, we should probably incorporate that?
So I'll be honest, I haven't been to another music contest or competition of any sort since I was 16, maybe.
Well, apparently you've been to other concerts and stuff like that.
Well, concerts, yeah, but not contests. So I thought you said
a lot
contests.
of that can be brought into the musical contest as well.
Right. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
VIP tickets, VIP seating, meet and greets,
right. Everything.
And eventually once each of these things get bigger and bigger and bigger, of course the venue changes and stuff like that. But
right.
You're, and not to say that you're still in it for the little guy, which is really important, because that's what this whole thing is built upon. It's about the little guy and, trying to get him, her, they, whoever, just a voice to be heard. And that's fantastic.
Eyal, you could probably speak, you might get a kick out of this, right? Because you do have, You do have entertainers in this area that have an ego for no apparent reason. And I get it. They got a couple blowjobs from some groupies or whatever the hell. But comedians are also pretty bad about the idea. So years ago, I tried to be a nice person regardless, right? I wasn't getting paid anything to do this goddamn thing except for at the door or whatever was going to be collected at the door, which I was more than happy to split with everybody, right? I'm not going to name the location or name any comedians, specific names or whatever the hell. But the rule was, and I made this rule, right? It was the first time you perform, you do it for free. Then the second time, you get to split the door with everybody else that has already done it the first time. Sounds fair enough, right? This sounds really fair. This is insanely fair. This was a Tuesday show. It was supposed to be every Tuesday, which it was, every Tuesday, but just so that way you get yourself some Tuesday money as an entertainer to kind of, get you onto the weekend and keep it rolling that way. Easy money, right? Holy crap. Bullshit that you run into when you're doing people a favor. It's just like a kick in the dick. That,
dude.
It's
I don't even want to go there, man.
I'm going there. I'm going there right now because I'm just trying to pluck some. I'm just trying to pluck some ideas. So like, listen, man, you try to do your best for some people, right? And even yourself sacrificing your own time and all that.
Oh yeah.
And all you get is these are the one complaints. Why can't I just get paid fucking right now like everybody else? Because everybody else played by the rules. You do it free for the first time, then you come back here your next week, you bring some more people. Well, look at, I got boom, 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 boom. They came out to see me. This ain't a fucking bringer show. This is a new idea. The new concept was you get paid every week. The more comedians equal the more show. Dude, I had fucking 3 hours every week to fill, okay? 3 hours of stage time to fill every week. And if I said I couldn't do it, we don't got the stage, right? So I said I could do it. And I'm thinking to myself, the only way to do this mathematically is to get everybody in there, do a $3 door split, $3 to get in, right? Not a big deal. And that was only after 7:30, the $3 door thing came into play. So that way, not to fuck over regulars or whatever the hell, right? And it worked for the most part until the human ego gets involved and the scummiest amount of greed right there. Like, dude, this is a Tuesday show. You're getting paid for a Tuesday show on your second run, whether you're good or not.
So I think, on that point, you were asking like what my kind of like my takeaway is, maybe kind of like that. You can't make everybody happy, man. Somebody's always going to have something to complain about. Somebody's always going to have, somebody's always going to have some shit to say. It's the ones that go out of their way to say it are the ones that like, come on, man, get a fucking life. Okay. If you don't like something, all right, that's not for you. It's not a big deal. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
But why are you going to fuck it up or try to fuck it up for the ones that do like it, the ones that do enjoy it, the ones that do want to do it? You don't like it? Okay, fine. Whatever. You don't have to,
And so, I think that's a big difference between the the entertainer and the, not necessarily the venue, but like, there's a lot of venues that take advantage of entertainers all the time.
So a lot of entertainers are used to getting screwed over by venue people that they're already in that attack mode to begin with, to a degree, But you yourself, as a booker and a nice person generally overall, when they come at you with that attitude, it has to you have to already be kind of numb to it to begin with, right? But man, it gets tiring. It gets
well, I mean, the negative ones are always the loudest, right? Yeah. So it may feel like it's overpowering or it's a lot, but really if you step back, you're like, okay, there's like one or two people like being fucking assholes, right? But look at like fucking 1,000 people here are fucking loving everything. So it's so easy to focus on the negative, so I just stop dealing with those people. That's it. I just walk away. I don't make a big deal out of it or a scene or anything. I'm just like, you know what? You're you don't even exist to me at all anymore, you know? And that's it. That's it.
I think it's important to walk away just to get something to like, I don't know. You just get to a point where you're just like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. And you don't want to hear the answer that I have to give. So you just have to walk away from the whole conversation.
Right. Why would I even try to work with you when I know there's like a line of people that are happy to work with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like why would I go and stress myself out with that, dude? I'm old. I'm old. I've seen it. I've been around the fucking block. You know, I've lived all over the fucking place, met so many different people. I've been in so many different scenarios and gone through so many different like life, job, you know, everything, you know. So I'm like, you know, it's all right. Next.
That's all right. Sparky, right here over on the side here, has been to Kevin Neary Comedy Spectacular. Is that what it is, Sparky?
Yes, I have. I've been to a few of them, actually.
Oh my God, a few of them. Look at that.
On the door pyramid, you are still at the bottom tier. But I brought my mom. That's pretty fun. Pretty.
They did not get the green bracelet.
Oh my!
Right.
We kind of run it like the Church of Scientology. You know?
You still haven't broken through the Lululemon.
Tony, speaking of breaking through, as we speak right now, thawing on ice is Mariah Carey to crack out with "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Christmas music. Nothing like forcing creativity out of shit. It's just garbage.
Yeah, they like to force and how do you feel about this, Eyal? Do you hate or like the forced narrative of Christmas 2 hours beforehand? Or two months beforehand?
I hate Christmas.
You hate Christmas?
Me too.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey
what is Christmas at this point, man? You know, like you go fucking shopping, spend a whole lot of money that you know you don't have to give to people that you don't like. you know,
it depends on if you like them or not. Why would you give them a present? But
well, it's tradition. I don't know. It's just, you know, it's I don't know, man. I'm not a holiday kind of guy anyway to begin with. You know, I don't.
Had you pegged wrong. Something about you screamed out, "I love Christmas!" Right when I saw you, I said, "You know, this motherfucker, he's all about Christmas." I can tell right up.
Ho ho
ho.
Thanksgiving holidays with the fam.
See, I like Thanksgiving, you know, because of all the food, but
it's probably because you had like green spikes in your hair and red in your eyes, and I'm like, those are Christmas colors.
There you go, Kevin. I got a question, Kevin. I got a question for Kevin.
Yes, sir. What's going on there, Sparky?
Would you rather listen to Mariah Carey sing "All I Want for Christmas" for 24 hours straight, or would you rather have to pay Nick Cannon's child support for 1 month?
Give me Cannon's child support.
Is there an option C to eat a lead fucking bullet?
Yeah. Sparky, is suicide an option?
No. I'm going to make it as painful as possible.
I don't know, man.
Why is that never an option on here?
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
First, we went to the narrative of fuck, marry, kill. Now we're in, would you like to have your ears bleed for 14 hours straight?
No. So, yeah.
Way to go.
Way to go.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think, Kevin, about the Lakers celebrating their first win out of 7 games?
Oh my God, it's the most pathetic display of a celebration in a locker room I've ever seen in my life. So
now, for all of you that have not seen this, there's a video that's surfacing online about the LA Lakers, of course, in the locker room celebrating their first win, and check it out. It is on the Facebook page.
There's so many questions I have to ask about that. What are you celebrating? Why? What do you celebrate? One win out of 6. One win is terrible. Out of 6, if you were a pitcher and you hit one in baseball, and you hit one ball out of 6 that were thrown to you, yeah, you celebrate with the rest of the pitchers on that one because their batting average is terrible. But this is basketball. You are the Los Angeles Lakers. You supposedly have the best player in the NBA, LeBron James, very debatably right now on the team. Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. You got these players all together. You have Patrick Beverly right now doing whatever the fuck he's doing. He didn't really have too much
collecting a paycheck, I guess.
So it's embarrassing. It should be embarrassing for them. It's as embarrassing as Jameis Winston's speech of who wants to eat a win, because he thought that he was inspiring people. Now, I'm sure they didn't know that the goddamn camera was on during this whole celebration. But I'm going to blame Patrick Beverly on this one because he celebrated like he won the fucking championship when he was on the Timberwolves last year when they barely made the play-in tournament, which is like a gimme, which is like a barely gimme. So when it comes down, I give it 2 thumbs down. You will never, ever, ever see Michael Jordan celebrating over 1 and 6. If anything, he'll take your dinner away from you.
Well,
like, how did...
I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one, Kevin.
Is this really devil's advocate, or are you just?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm LeBron James. He's old, so you're not going to get too many more wins out of him. Anthony Davis, he's been nicknamed street clothes by Charles Barkley over the last couple of years. The reason why he's been nicknamed street clothes is because he's always in street clothes. He's always injured over the last few years. Always hurt. Russell Westbrook, he's really declined in his play over the last couple of years.
Where's the devil's advocate in this?
Well, I'm just saying, for how bad you're saying that all these big stars are playing, or they're supposed to be big stars and supposed to be producing wins. It's just that these guys don't have much left in the tank, so every win's going to be a celebration now for them. It's like, let's celebrate. Anthony Davis
does have a slight point.
All right. So that doesn't count as devil's advocate at all. I'm just throwing that right out there.
No.
Right? There is no.
Okay, I'll do devil's advocate for you. Hold on. Why not celebrate every win?
Yeah,
I don't mind if they sell. Okay, because you already have a losing record because you've lost 6.
Okay, so especially if you have a losing record, holy shit, we fucking won. Yeah, you would celebrate even more. Wouldn't you? I would.
So, okay, I wouldn't because I'm already looking ahead to the next.
Like, no, I'm still a loser.
Exactly. You would still be considered losing. You're supposed to. You put this team together to always win. You don't put it together for sometimes losses. And if you lose 6 times in a row and then you won 1 time and you're celebrating.
They weren't. This team wasn't built well.
They were celebrating like it was fucking Times Square and the year 2000 just happened and everybody's computers didn't blow up. That's how hard they were going at it.
Why piss on somebody else's excitement?
Oh, because their fans should be pissed that they're celebrating win. Celebrate when you win a championship. All right, there's proper ways to celebrate. I don't want to see some guy at the strip club with all of his buddies around him, and they're like, "Oh my God, they got him up there for a big party and shit." And you say like, "Hey man, why are you celebrating?" It's like, "Oh, I made it through life another week." Like, so did I, but I don't need to celebrate for that. What I'm saying is the degree of celebration was too high for the one win.
Yeah, it was a lot going on in the locker room. It was a lot of Gatorade tossing.
I guess I gotta see the video. I haven't seen the video.
You gotta see this, man. They are throwing They got big bottles of champagne they had from like 1995 from fucking Jordan's days, like spraying them around, like like they were fucking, they're going crazy. It's like, calm the fuck down. You won one game out of 7.
It should have been like, one of these.
Yeah, I swear to God, if they celebrate their losses as hard as they celebrate their wins, they'll never be booze again for anybody.
They went in like they won the championship.
If you celebrate your win like that, I want you to be fucking bedridden, depressed for your losses then, all right? I want to see the other half of that shit.
Dude, a lot of people just celebrate getting through a week. Hey, it's Friday, and they celebrate just like that. And they never won anything in their life.
They never were born 6'8" with the ability to dunk and
See,
stuff
I like
that,
your positivity.
Like
there's all about positivity.
I'm all about positivity, man. But this was ridiculous. If you're a fan of basketball in any facet, like you don't celebrate.
I really don't care. To me, it's just the human thing, because you see it all the time. People getting upset or trying to downplay somebody else's excitement. It's like, why? Why does somebody else's excitement bother you so much for you to try to downplay it and make them look like fools? Why?
Because it's foolish for them to be so excited about when.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a new coach.
Now, Eyal, listen. I'm there with you if they're children and they're excited for their first win and they're like, yeah, we did it. Then they lost 6, but they've got their first win and you're like, yeah, you did it, kids. And then even from the high school level, if they still want to have that attitude and this is just for fun, no one's getting.
I guess I got to see this video
like that.
It sounds like
when you get to superstar
like donkeys and strippers in there and shit.
When you get to
little clowns running around on naked clowns on tricycles, like honking their dicks. I don't know. Like, was it like that?
What's going on? Oh no.
A party, I guess.
You know what? If the video didn't last that long. So if there were strippers coming in there, like, that's it, we got our rate blowjobs for the night over a 1 win out of the 6 losses.
Sparky was there in the locker room.
Oh my God, Sparky! Now Sparky was there in the locker room. Show us the extra footage that no one else was able to see. There, Sparky, turn that board around.
Well, no.
Your discretion advised.
I was actually celebrating. I got through another week of the show, actually, and this is how I celebrate.
Sparky got through another week. Yes, bring on the Wisconsin girls volleyball team.
Woo! What's going on with those Wisconsin girl volleyball team there, Tony? You got the whole.
Apparently posing naked is a thing.
Apparently, Kevin's watching the wrong celebration videos.
Bro, this is true.
You definitely are watching the wrong things.
Yeah, I should just watch porn all day. You're right.
Yeah, there was a thing in Wisconsin women's volleyball, and apparently the one girl there are several girls in the team that took pictures of each other nude, including videos, pictures, and other things that had happened.
Watch, like the viewer count just drops. Everybody's going to Google this shit now.
Yeah. So if you did not see it, go and check it out. There's videos, there's pictures online.
Now, Tony, were these the girls that did not have a full ride?
No, they were
getting
the
a full ride now.
No, they were the champions of this past year.
What's that?
They were the state state champions of this year.
Big Ten.
All right, so they
Big Ten volleyball.
There you go.
Okay. Volleyball. All right.
Yeah. So apparently there's quite a case like the one which private nude photos and videos of the school's women volleyball team were leaked from another student's phone. So she had a bunch of pictures and videos on her phone, let alone all of the girls from the volleyball team have nude pictures, videos, and whatnot.
Somebody made the cloud rain nudes.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's a very unique case. because of the high profile of the girls involved and the detectives working on the case as a priority. Now, our department has worked on cases like this before, but many of them involve people threatening to put intimate photos online, such as blackmail. And this was not the case, because the phone that was responsible for 40 leaked photos and videos is not under suspicion and does not know how the photos became published online. Yeah, it's a mystery.
What is the internet?
Oh, we have one of them there interwebs. Ladies, this just goes to show you, do not put naked videos or pictures on your phone, because at any given time.
Just put the phone down. You hit the button that says power and shut the phone down, and you got no problems.
All right. So, like it's not like I'm guessing these they're more maybe insecure about the photos being released without consent. Of course, that does happen, but volleyball is a sport that you need to be in some kind of shape for. So it's not like they're going to be looking grotesque, and it's not like they were too embarrassed to even take the photos for each other on the team.
No, they weren't.
So, I mean, it kind of can get blown out of proportion sometimes. They really, they need to do their investigation on the whole thing.
Well, the big major thing is that the college is actually backing them as far as the hacking and malicious intent brought forward by the pictures. And it was just to embarrass the team as a whole and not necessarily one individual person.
Yeah, well, they're state champions, so,
Big Ten champions.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was supposed to be after the private celebration of them winning the Big Ten title.
So. Oh, okay. Was their private celebration over or under the 1-6 Lakers?
Oh, yeah, it was better.
It was a lot better.
A lot better? Okay, good. I'm happy it was a lot better than the 1-6 Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers.
So if you want to check that out, look up Wisconsin women's volleyball team videos.
Now I have to bring this up, Tony, because it's a thing that I've been that's been brought to my attention several times in several groups. Besides the Wisconsin volleyball team, congratulations to them, by the way. It's the debate between Dr. Oz and John Fetterman. Were you able to catch that debate at all, or no?
I try not to get into politics because it's a shady business.
We're not getting into politics. We're talking about performance alone.
Performance alone. I did not watch it.
Okay, so I watched it, and this was a tough watch.
Sparky also watched.
Yeah,
Sparky
because with me being an independent, my vote can still be bought. I mean,
Yeah, I have non-affiliation on my voter card too. Now I'm sure with the technology of the Nintendo 64s that they keep on the voter machines, it could be compromised very easily. No problem. I just do it to get out of the house and all that nice stuff. But in the debate, it was kind of obvious that John Fetterman had still a lot of recoilings from his stroke, from the
symptoms. He had the symptoms and the effects of having
correct. Yeah. He had a lot of aftershock. I mean, this is 6 months after the fact of having a stroke, and for people that don't think that having a stroke is a very, very tough thing to get through and to recover from, just watch the debate, because they got him in there in a tie and a suit, and he's trying to piece together words, and he's facing off against somebody that, Tony, we've had a lot of people on this show before. Yeah. They're life coaches, they're health coaches. These are doctors. And especially promoters like Eyal, like we've had the best of the best on this show before, and they're very good at talking and driving their point home, and they're very likable no matter what.
Strokes are no joke, man.
What's that?
Strokes are no joke.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, like some people never recover from it, Yeah. And the older you are, the harder it is to
you have to go through tons of occupational therapy.
Yeah, like especially their lives changed completely.
Yeah.
100%.
What was the hardest thing you talked about, Kevin? Because I could tell you what really got me confused when I was really that I actually worried about the guy. I'll tell you where my point was. You tell me where your point was.
Okay, so John Fetterman was given his wrap up, right? And they said, well, you have 60 seconds. Could you wrap it up for us, right? So he says, I'm here for Pennsylvanians that have gotten knocked down and want to get back up again. I'm here for small businesses in Pennsylvania that have gotten knocked down and want to get back up again. I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker is quoting Chumbawamba songs here. Knocked down. I get back up again. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep it down. I'm like, damn, you can't do that. Plagiarist.
Get knocked down, get up again.
So and they didn't, and you know
Ain't
what?
nothing gonna keep you down.
The moderators didn't call them out on it. They're like, all right, non-Chumbawamba,
The point that I'm going to mention is, and I'm going to talk about, and the moderators did, actually did have a follow-up question on it, and it's still when he was talking about fracking, they talked about
yeah, I saw that here. They said well, in this old article you said that you were against fracking, and in this new article you said that you are for fracking, and then in this other article you said that you are against fracking again. Could you set the record straight? And John Fetterman looked straight at the camera and said, "Bananas." No, he wasn't that fucked up.
Actually, when they asked him the question, he started talking about for a second. He goes, matter of fact, I support fracking. And then he stopped for 2-3 seconds, and then he went, I support fracking.
If you're anti-fracking, this is how you have to put yourself out there to not lose any votes, all right? Just quickly.
And then what happened is the moderator said, so what about the article that you said, that you didn't support fracking? He went off and said, I support fracking. He said it, I support fracking like 4 times in about a 45-second.
Yo, man, he had a creepy pitch to women about abortion, right? Which is always a very sensitive subject. So he couldn't have creeped me out. I mean, if I was a woman, even, like, holy crap. So he looks at the camera. He says, ladies, women, if you're Roe versus Wade, you look at me. I'll take care of that for you. I'm thinking to myself, holy shit. What are you suggesting?
I will take care of that for you. That's the exact wording.
There was a long pause after that. He's like, Dr. Oz? He won't even let you. Can't say a word doctor. Okay, if you say Dr. Oz is against abortion, you say to yourself, wait a second, he's a doctor. Why is that? If you say Doug Mastriano is against abortion, you're like, well, Doug's a fucking weirdo and nobody likes him anyways. You see the word doctor in front makes you kind of pause a little bit where you're like, all right, go on.
You can't call him stupid.
What in your medical profession? Now, Dr. Oz, I couldn't give him more credit about speaking in such good rhythm about being wrong about every subject possible. Okay. His rhythm was there, and every now and then he would pause and say, and I'm only saying this because I'm a doctor. I'm here to make things better. I try my best, and that's my best intentions, to make things better. So if he was like talking about like fucking your mom, Tony, right? He would just be like, listen, Tony, I'm just here, like while he's telling you every little dirty detail of what he just did to your mom, he's just like, and you know what? We had to do it because I'm a surgeon. I operate that way. And you'd be like, oh, okay, great. He was in such normal 60-second, like snappity rhythm that I'm thinking to myself, you had to blame the DNC on this one for not prepping up John Fetterman at all. He looked unprepared. It's a nice way.
I want to put him on stage, to tell you the truth.
I wouldn't either.
Knowing of his medical condition, I would have been like,
no, it turned into a 1-hour Dr. Oz commercial, okay, with Fetterman there, like with a live puppet. It looked like Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's fucking monster right over there, and you got the doctorate on the other side just to prove it.
Now, how true is that Dr. Oz, who isn't even a Pennsylvania native, his mom is a Pennsylvania native, and he actually used his mother's address as the residence?
Yeah. So like, so he used, that's according to now you would need to have primary residency in Pennsylvania for well over a year.
Correct.
Okay, so that only tells me that Republicans have been in his ear for over a year to run for this seat. So it's been planned that way. just to see who can grab up the Trump Republicans, because Dr. Oz has had Donald Trump on his show before, and they seem to be a little buddy. So they're trying to gauge who's the Trump Republican, and then John Fetterman, of course, is a burly looking Democrat,
country guy.
So he's trying to get the Republicans that are in factories or whatever just by standing in front of the ideas, but while having issues that a Democrat would normally have. So like it's basically just a polled position at this point in time, in my opinion. And right now it's even if there's a little bit of an edge on Dr. Oz's side.
1 point right now,
yeah.
Fetterman.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an edge, and it made everybody think to themselves, like, not that John Fetterman's a bad guy. He's pro pot. He likes to have he wants people to have a higher living wage, if anything, which is a great idea, in my opinion. Most people.
I just worry about his health. Is he going to be healthy enough to
hold the Senate
yeah,
seat?
I mean, and for the height that he's at 6'8" right now. He's at 6'8". God knows what his weight is. I don't know. I'm not a
he's overweight.
Yeah, he's probably overweight.
Plus 300 pounds.
Yeah, his recovery time from any stroke is going to be longer than anybody else's because of the height differential and all that nice stuff. And, Dr. Oz, he's a competitive guy. If you became a TV doctor, you had to go through at least 5 tiers of different people that wanted to be on TV. It came down to the last 2, and they gave you the Oprah test. The Oprah test is, let's see how the Oprah demographic bites onto these fuckers and give them their own show from that. And
I don't think that applied to Dr. Phil.
I said 2 were the winners, Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So they said,
wait, Dr. Phil's a real doctor?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
no.
He hadn't re-registered in California for a long time, but isn't just okay. So
he's
Dr.
a clinical physician, but not a doctor. Well, with an actual doctorate license.
So correct. Yeah. So he used to have the doctorate license, but he didn't reestablish that idea in California. Now, Eyal, this is kind of weird, right? Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz are kind of opposite demographics, but in the same pool. Dr. Oz has hair. Dr. Phil, no hair. Dr. Oz, clean shaving. Dr. Phil has a mustache. Dr. Oz, kind of skinny, Turkish looking. Dr. Phil from Texas, kind of fat. So they're filling their own gaps. And when it comes
they have their own demographic, of
course. When it comes to demographics. And it's done intentionally that way, so that way you can keep up TV ratings and
it's all theatrics, man. It's all marketing theatrics. That's
absolutely
all it is. It's fucking. That's why I hate it, man. I hate it so much.
I know.
I worked for the government for 8 years, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's
you like politics as much as you like sports.
Right.
So I'm just talking about it. We're trying to lay some funny down from what happened in the debate, in a very sensitive way to a degree. But like it wasn't Fetterman's debate to win. It was Dr. Oz's commercial to reread and throw over, and that it was very, very easy for one person, where the other person was just not prepared at all. It was tough to watch. Watch.
Do you remember gosh, it's got to be like 7-8 years ago now, Bill Nye, the science guy, right? He had a debate with a Christian dude. He was like building like rebuilding Noah's Ark at the time.
Yes, I remember that.
You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a wow.
Yeah, try to get a person who's of a religious mindset, a religious mindset, versus someone who is a scientific mindset, and see which one works, because it's based upon facts and figures and
right.
But I remember it was a huge debate. Huge.
Yeah, I was watching that and I was just like, the whole time I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, highly recommend. Do you remember the dude's name?
The Noah Arks dude? I don't remember.
I don't remember if it was like supposed to be a museum or just like a church of
we have the interweb, right?
Do you know who kills me in a debate?
Hmm?
You know who? Okay, so there's that Jordan Peterson kills me in every debate because he does the same bullshit, right? And somebody's got to trip him up on it. Well, oh gosh, we don't know. They're like a monster. You know, that's his whole fucking spiel. Well, actually, men have been men have been punished by women for years now. It's like, no, they haven't. Go fuck yourself. What's wrong with this guy? All he's basically doing is he's taking a libertarian tone, which a libertarian tone kind of sounds like a Ron Paul or a John Stossel. You know.
Ken Ham.
Who?
That's the guy, Ken Ham.
Ken Ham, yeah.
That's the guy. Yeah. Yeah. Highly recommend watching that if you want to be like enraged.
That's in 2014.
Okay. So yeah. 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine went down to see the Noah's Ark in Kentucky that they rebuilt.
That's what it's from.
Is that what it is? Ken Ham. Okay, that's
Ken Ham.
the one then.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Well, Eyal, we're going to lay out the red carpet for you, of course. Please plug away.
Plug away.
All that you have going on for you.
Okay, so I mean, let's start with Merch Booth. Love Merch Booth. You guys are on Merch Booth. The Big Break is on Merch Booth. The Beyond the Break podcast is on there. A lot of the Big Break contestants and a lot of other great musicians are on there. So check it out. If you are local to any PA, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, if you're ordering these, you're actually helping 1, 2, 3 different entities if you purchase something from a local artist, right? So at the Big Break contest, season 4 is launching on January 1st. Is going to be signups. We're opening it up to New York and New Jersey as well as Pennsylvania, obviously. So we're going to be accepting submissions from those states. More to come on that. This Thursday this week is going to be our first episode for Beyond the Break podcast, and our first guest is going to be Trevor O'Connor, who co-founded the Big Break with me when we lived in Denver. He's no longer a part of it. He's moved on. He's actually he's a bounty hunter now. He went from entertainment to bounty hunting. Wow. So that's going to be a really interesting episode to listen to. What else? I don't know, man. That's it. We're on Facebook, the Big Break contest, or Beyond the Break podcast. The best place to really go to check out anything and find our ways around the world, World Wide Web. Would be
out on the out in the world. Hug him. He loves it.
Who?
You.
Don't touch me.
You love hugs.
Don't touch me. I hug you.
You get punched in the face.
Right. No, I mean, well, I don't know. It depends. Anyway, the bigbreakcontest.com has all of this information, and you guys will be seeing you on, I believe we said December 8th.
December 8th
on Beyond the Break podcast.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Hoorah! So yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, Sparky, you got anything to add? No.
Well,
good.
Of course, you can find us on every single major streaming platform, including
there you go.
Radio, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Facebook Live Video. Anything I missed?
Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, Rio de Janeiro, yes. But anyways, if you want to send us hate mail, and we haven't received any hate mail yet, and we love reading hate mail online, you can send it to us at the Podguyz Podcast at gmail.com.
All right, I'm gonna have to start doing that.
We do read it online. Perfect. Kevin, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, I got a couple shows coming up comedy wise. Locally, if you want to go locally, if you're in the northeastern Pennsylvania area, we got the I got a comedy show. I'll be headlining down in Club 79 on Blackman Street, Wilkes-Barre, November 19th. Doors open 8 p.m. $20, all you can eat, all you can drink. Right in the basement down there. We packed it last time. We packed it the time before. Over 100 people there. Some, get your tables, but there's no reservations for tables. First come, first serve sort of thing. So, there's not really enough table space, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Cool. Very excited. Of course, share the pictures on Facebook Live, our Facebook fan page. And same thing with you, Eyal. As soon as you get the show, we'll post it all over the Facebook page as well. But thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, guys, and thank you again for being judges for season 3 of The Big Break. You guys did awesome. I really appreciate the time that you put in to do that.
We like to give back to the community.
Hell yeah.
No, you guys.
We find local stuff very, very exciting. We of course, like local shelters, local businesses, everybody that's helped out with everything involved. Kudos to you, and big shout out. So
the big break competition was as advertised. Highly talented bands all smushed together from one to the next. It was a great show. Like, honestly, for a length of period of time, for how long it was for the first one, you don't think that you could pack that much people in there with the quality control. But Eyal has quality control that obviously I'm not bullshitting. It was actually a lot of fun. It was fucking good stuff all around. Even with the bands that I thought that weren't going to be good, I'm like, oh shit, never mind. Here we go. Here we are. All right.
Yeah, it's always surprising. So, but thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. If you want to check us out, Google us. The Podguyz Podcast. I'm Tony Cass.
Kevin Neary.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Sparky.
Les Sparky. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment below.